Yeah, hello and welcome to the second round. No, the second game of the finals against, Justus against me. And we just saw the first game, which sadly wasn't a real game because Justus was mana screwed. And now we see if he can come back from that. It's always hard to lose on the play, the tempo deck.
Yeah, I've heard you say that a few times.
I mean, I would feel bad about it.
Of course. So Justus basically just hopes to get any decent opening in form of cheap creatures, good interaction.
Yeah, like this.
Not like this, right?
Not like this.
Your hand looks pretty good.
I mean, if you remember the first game, if he had a discard spell for instance, and gets rid of my Teferi or my Remand and just curves out, I think he wins that game pretty easily, even on 2 or 3 mana.
Definitely.
My hand is not good, I think.
You think so?
It's
because
too
of
slow.
Path is just too.
Path is not a card in the first turns, and
but
I
you
think
have a
cycle
fast, and you have
yeah.
the kitchen things is really good.
Yeah, I guess. I just don't like being that vulnerable to stuff, like not having a counter spell and stuff. Yeah, maybe you can keep that. But as you can see, I'm still thinking about it, so I'm consistent with myself here. Nice.
I think it is never bad, and if you have a specific reason to mulligan, that's also.
So let me recreate that reason here why I'm mulliganing. I think I'm just too slow, and I don't think the things will resolve against him, and the path is not a card before turn 4 or 5. So yeah, I don't know.
But then it becomes really good, right?
And it becomes really good. But before that, what I'm doing, like nothing. I can't interact with anything. He can just do what he wants.
You cast the True Nemesis, which is.
What? No, he has a True Nemesis. I didn't have him.
Oh, okay.
I had the Kitchen Things only.
Yeah, I meant Kitchen Things, exactly.
And it's a good card, of course, but sometimes he can just ignore it because he has Lingering Souls or Nemesis or whatever. Sometimes he has a sword for it, so it's not the best card against him. It's a good card, but I'm not that hyped about it. So yeah, that's why I don't like it. And Mystic Confluence is just awkward. Like, I don't think I get the time to ever cast this against him. He even plays stuff like Spell Pierce and yeah, just bad. And slow.
Yeah, as long as you have a reason to do it, that's sound. If you think about it in your regular thought process, it's definitely a very close hand, and mulligan can be very good.
What really is the difficult part is imagine what could happen, right? Like if you think about it, at least you had lands. So now I could get only 2 lands, or I don't know, get flooded. So that's always a thing which you have to think about if you mulligan, that you don't take that into account from past games, for instance. Like if you just got screwed or something, right? That you don't keep a hand which has 4 lands, and that's why you keep it.
Exactly, yes. Also, maybe just having a free mulligan all the time makes you more used to it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're used to having the idea this hand can get much better on a new 7.
Yeah.
Which is one of the major ups in Highlander.
For sure. So that's a really good hand for Justus. Like he has a turn 2 Nemesis if he wants to. He has a Deathrite Shaman, which is quite good in the matchup. The Delver is okay-ish, but yeah, the turn 2 Nemesis is really strong. And I think that's an easy keep. For my hand, that's a edgy keep, I would say, because I need at least 1 more land, and actually I need 2 planes at least to do something meaningful. So yeah, that's kind of.
So why did you keep this then?
Because I was on the draw and had a counterspell and had 3 turns to draw my 3rd land. So I thought 3 more turns. So that's why I kept it. Because I had the counterspell for the early game, had 2 early game interaction cards, and just need 1 more land. And even if it's not the planes, I have something to do in form of click or mana leak. That's why I kept it. So now we see miscalculation, which isn't the worst from the top, but I announced it here that the Nemesis will come, and yeah, he just plays it. So that's bad news. But I mean, I have the Supreme Verdict, which is nice against him, because I know it will resolve. So now we see the land from the top, always a sign of a good player, right?
Especially one that makes white, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if he doesn't do anything this turn, I just will cycle the miscalculation. By the way, I don't play the fetch land, so he can't activate his Deathrite Shaman. Because if I have to counter something, then I'm forced to use it, and yeah, he has a mana. It's either... Yeah, I think I'm counting that. Am I? No, because I have the Supreme Verdict. Yeah, that makes sense. To just let it resolve. Yeah, I just need the lands here. That's the right decision. So, okay, now I have a Daze, which is kind of bad in this situation because I want to get to my Supreme Verdict. On the other side, if you resolve something really spicy, I just, like, for instance, a Planeswalker, I would be dead even after the Supreme Verdict. So I could replay the land then. So it's not the worst, but it's, yeah, just the land would be also nice. So we see a Tide, which is a really good card.
Yeah, you have to kind of play something right now. Like, you cannot wait. Everything costs so much.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't want to give him the fetch land for the Deathrite, and I also want to get rid of one of my cards with my click. So actually, I should cast a click here right now to hit the 4th land, I think.
Seems like a very good idea.
But it seems so bad against this deck to just tap out in your main phase and don't represent anything, and you can react to the click, and it doesn't eat the Delver then. And yeah, there are a lot of things which maybe lead to not playing the click. I mean, instead of the click, I could just cycle the charm end of turn.
But why is click just not better?
Oh, because he has 4 mana in his turn, and he can get rid of the click easily.
But then he uses a spell on the click. That's fine, isn't it?
I mean, if he has something like Fire Ice or Lightning Helix, I don't care, usually.
Yeah.
And it would be huge, because he can maybe swing then for 6 with the Delver if it flips. Like, there's a lot of... I don't know. There's a lot of things that can go wrong here, I think. Maybe I'm too cautious, because most things you will resolve are creatures, and creatures are fine because I have the Supreme Verdict. So maybe... see, I'm resolving my click in my turn.
But what is the idea behind that?
Well, I just expanded because I want to make sure that... Didn't you hear to my ramblings?
No, yeah. But are you more afraid that the click dies or that you don't get to loot?
Yeah, exactly. I want to loot, and I don't care about the dying because it will die anyway. I was hoping to get the Delver maybe, or just some sneaky value. But I think it's too important to resolve the click here. But when I think about it in hindsight, maybe I just go for the keeping the Mana Leak open at end of turn, play the Charm, but that only sees... Yeah, no, that's the same. Yeah, maybe.
I actually like doing that because this way, Charm... Nobody counters the cycle Charm, right?
That's true. The thing is, I already see the Celestial Colonnade, and I know Charm is a really good card against that, because I will need that later for that card.
That's smooth. Okay, so and click also prevents some damage in that case.
Yeah, I'm so happy right now. Like, oh, nice, I get to trade. That's the best of both worlds. I was able to loot. So now, think about it. I know if anything here resolves, like a Planeswalker, I'm just dead.
Yeah.
Play the Daze into the Jace, and he doesn't use his Deathrite Shaman for the fetch land in my graveyard.
Oh.
And so some people thought I wasn't seeing that, but I saw that. I knew he had the Deathrite Shaman, but
you just wanted to make it quick.
I wanted to make it quick because I knew if he resolves the Planeswalker here, I'm just dead. I'm just dead because even if I can play the Supreme Verdict, I won't come back from this because I don't have an answer to Jace. And that's why I just made this decision kind of before, because I knew if he resolves something non-creature, like the Planeswalker, the non-creature spell, then I'm just dead. So that's why I made the Daze play here, and it worked out.
Beautiful. That also explains why I forgot everything else, because this is just so breathtaking, right?
And again, coming back to the thing that this tournament lasts for like 10 hours now, or 11 even. Of course, sometimes you oversee the small things like that. So now I feel pretty comfortable after dealing with all his board. Although I know I'm pretty low against him. Like his deck has a lot of burn.
Yeah, but your 4 cards are good, and your opponent only has 2 cards, which we know they're insane.
And I mean, one of them is Treasure Goose, which always helps.
Yeah, but you don't know that, right? Like.
No. Oh no, right. I didn't use a click on him. Yeah, right. So right now, the best thing that could happen here would, for me, be just play something, like that. I mean, not like that, because drawing 3 cards is never a good thing.
Oh, and Confident.
Yeah, Confident and Grim Lavamancer, which is usually not a threat against me, but at this point, with only 6 life, is really potent. And he has a mana.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to find better 3 cards in this game.
Yeah, that was a pretty brutal draw. And on top of that, he has a Creeping Target, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I have all the answers, but I don't have the mana and time, so it's really tough here. Now I have to decide between getting that Lavamancer from the table, but taking 4 from the Colonnade.
Well, yeah, either you or Jace, right?
I'm pretty sure he will go to my face.
Well, isn't that good? Like, if he would attack you for 4, you would be very happy. If your Jace lives...
I'm at 2 then.
Yeah, what should happen?
Like, you mean bouncing the Lavamancer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because that's the only thing that gives you somewhat time to do stuff next turn.
The thing is, I think, that's actually a good point. I don't think I thought about that. I think it's better than the cast out, I guess. Yeah, maybe that would have been better. Just bouncing the Lavamancer. The thing is, where do I go from that? I bounce the Lavamancer. He attacks the Jace. I still don't have more than 4 mana.
No, but you are in a better board state if you don't count. No, the Lavamancer is not on the battlefield.
Yeah, if he doesn't have a 6th land, then.
No, he needs 1 more land to attack with the Colonnade.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah, then I should have played the Jace, for sure. Okay, now he has a Confident, together with a Creeping Target. Oh, no, he already had the Creeping Target. So if I play Jace, he played it in the turn with the Treasure Cruise. If I use the Jace...
Did he play that? Yeah, that makes it much worse. Yeah, that's true.
And then, just bounce the Lavamancer until Jace dies.
Okay, that's just a turn for nothing. Now you brainstorm into Wrath of God, which is pretty useless.
Yeah. I mean, it's not useless.
Still 4 mana for 1 card. But, like this, that's the same as Jace, right?
True. The thing is, with the Target on board, if I play the Wrath effect here, I go to 5 because I have to use the fetch land. Then he can attack with the Target or the Colonnade, which shouldn't make any difference if I'm at 1 or at 2. And then I can work from there with Azura's Charm and Spellqueller, right? Like if he attacks with a Manlet, I can put it on the bottom and even protect it with the Spellqueller.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I think playing Wrath here is not bad. Because the Jace, it gives me time, I guess. The thing is, then you just, maybe just replace the top.
Well, then
if it draws a land.
It's just so tough. Like, it's like barely hanging on a string.
Yeah, making those decisions after so many hours of Magic is really another layer of toughness, if you want to. Okay, there's a brainstorm resolving.
A layer of toughness.
So what did I do? I tried to eat the Confident with the Spellqueller, it seems like. Oh, and there goes that plan. There goes that plan. Yeah, that's awkward. Now what? Now I have to play the Charm? That's bad. Yeah. Yeah, I think my line of thinking was if I play the Wrath effect, you will just attack with the Target, and then I'm at 3. And he has so much burn. Okay, now the Queller comes into play. And he attacks me. So I'm at 4, and he has already a Lightning Helix in hand. So that's really, really awkward.
Spell Queller buddies.
So you play the Jace here, right?
Yeah, there's no reason to keep Helix, I guess.
I mean, it's kind of tempting because the second I use my fetch land, he can go EOT end of turn, just kill me. So yeah, I play the Wrath.
So that's insane.
That's really nice because now I get my spell Queller back if it resolves. I go to 1 now, and then he can just attack with the Targeted and I'm dead. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And I couldn't shuffle away the Wrath effect, I think.
You were just one step short all the time.
And he knows his magic cards and wins the game.
All right, so exciting. It's 1-1. Last game of the last match, and we're going to watch it now.